then. But we are going to see the Sora to start with, and he has been playing almost entirely Sora, of late. Really just pulls out the banjo once in a while, and all his other characters are gone.
Yeah, fun little fact, if you didn't know, Unleashed is probably the second best Sora in all of New England, if not the entire world, only just being under like Meme in terms of skill level.
Right.
And has been a solid contender for the best Sora ever.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance he's the best one in America. He's really pushed this character to the theoretical level that a lot of people thought he could get to, and no one's gotten to. He actually has those narrow loop combos. He actually has the damage output, the kill confirms, and also just the combination of the avoidance without it just being like ledge planking. He does so much more than that.
And obviously having those results too, being one of the best players in Massachusetts and in New England, being top 10 in the New England PR in the last iteration. So solid play from Unleashed in recent time. Because he had been going through a bunch of characters. He had an Inkling, he had a Wolf, he had a Joker, he had a Banjo,
yeah,
but
he started
solidly
this game
staying
as an
with the
Inkling
Sora.
player.
Yeah.
He was very good with Inkling. I think a lot of people thought that character was very good early on, and a lot of people thought that character fell off a lot.
Yes.
I still think that character's kind of good, but like not that good. And a lot of work, for sure.
Yeah, but the Sora's just so much better.
Sora, it's working for him. This is like exactly, I don't know, it feels like this is exactly the character he was hoping it would be. And that is always good to see. Because Banjo's really good. And that's a very defensive, weird character. This is a different kind of weird, but still sort of a similar premise. But a little more kill power, a little more offensive opportunities with this character, and it works out perfectly for his game plan.
Now we're going to be signing.
Nice.
Oh, we're going to see a grab with the sticky, and Pelca is going to get that C4 detonation and 3 stocks to 1 in 2 minutes.
Okay, so we did pull up the set count here. It is 9-6 in favor of Pelca, but the game, and that's all time. But the game count is dead even.
That is also including Wi-Fi results too.
Yes,
so it's a
it
little
does.
bit of scuff, but I mean, a little close still.
But yeah, these two certainly extremely close to one another. Lots of sets have been very close. And I think people that we probably expected to both be in top 4 today.
Yes. Pelca was seeded 2nd, and Unleashed was seeded 3rd today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of them going out in 7th, the big surprise, no matter who it is.
That dash attack able to get the KO.
Yep, that's a combo. You can combo out a fireball from like almost any range.
Yeah, because you'll see a lot of fireball into dash attack early on. Yeah.
Oh,
good
he's
edge
trying to
guarding.
hit that Cypher. He's just not quite getting the kill. He'll get a lot of damage off this, but he was looking to kill that Cypher. If you do hit the Cypher without hitting Snake, he does just die. Like if he doesn't have time to C4 recover, he is dead.
Oh yeah, because you're going to have to take too much time to try to drop the C4 and then recover.
Yeah, so unless you have enough time to C4 recover, that will actually kill him at any %.
Interesting.
Back when I played Snake a little bit early on, Trey did that to me in bracket twice in one set.
Oh my god. Nikita coming through is going to edge guard Unleashed, and now Pelca stealing an early game number 1 in a 2-stock.
Yeah, and that was like pretty controlled, honestly. It felt like, it wasn't a blowout, but it felt like Pelca was never really challenged that much that game. And that's not what we usually see between these two, so I wonder if we see a character switch here, or if he just goes right back to the Sora. Yeah, he is sticking with the Sora, so this is certainly doable. There have been a lot of sets between them, a lot of very close sets between them, but Pelca looks so comfortable there. What is Unleashed going to be able to change in his game plan to sort of make him think a little bit more about this?
I think it might have to be the pace. Obviously, if you're playing against Pelca, you have to not play at Pelca's pace. You don't want to play the slower game because he's just going to camp you out. If you're Unleashed, you want to play on your pace. Make Pelca play at your rhythm.
And now that he's got this great start, now he can afford to play slow if he wants to, or he has that mix-up of just going back and forth. And that's, this is a way better start than he got last game. So we'll see if he can take advantage of this and really push this lead that he's got here.
Down throw, up air, still not able to get the KO. Snake is a little bit of heavy, and we're going to see an up B there.
Nice.
It is going to sneak out a KO against Pelca with an early lead for Unleashed.
And this is a way better start to game 2 now. I think he wanted to go for the sticky there, just didn't get it out in time. But yeah, this is almost a full stock ahead for Unleashed now. And that's a huge difference from where he was in game 1.
It's crazy to see just that the difference. Like, Pelca had such an early commanding lead in game number 1. Now we're going to see a big difference in game number 2, already racking up a bunch of damage with that Nair, trying to go for the Thundaga off the stage with the freeze. Nothing off of it yet, and now Pelca's got the stage advantage.
Oh, he's got to get around the Nikita now. He will be able to get back with the Fireball. I think if Sora players had access to Fireball all the time, they would really appreciate that. That move is crazy.
I love that interaction from Pelca in the last stock, just going for that down throw, going back to center stage, because knowing if you just have center stage the entire time, but it's not even going to matter. I don't even care what I'm saying. We're going to talk about that. Then up smash is going to get a KO off of the freeze, and now Unleash is still 2 stocks to 1.
And that's 2 stocks in a row he's taken off the freeze reads. He's, you can read how fast your opponent's going to mash out. And it's, a lot of characters have something like that, anyone with a berry or like Yoshi with the egg, that kind of thing. But you have to read precisely when their opponent's going to mash out. That's not like a catch-all option the way like Rob down throw or at higher percents Banjo down throw will have. Like he's being very precise on those. He's gotten 2 good guesses so far. Now he's just 1 or 2 hits away from this game.
I love to see Unleash has just been punishing a lot of Pelca's options, just making sure that he's not able to set up any of the setups that Pelca's really known for. Because you will see Pelca like run away like this, but Unleash has just been breaking that barrier and getting in.
Nice.
But that up tilt is going to be sealing out that second stock against Unleash now in a different situation here, even stocks.
Yeah, that fastball tomahawk up tilt, so strong. Let's see, can he get him? Not this time. Pelca waiting a long time, mashing super slow out of that.
And that was like really slow, but it doesn't even matter. That down throw into an up air is going to seal out now. Game number 3. This is going to decide a lot of the match. Whoever's going to win this game has a very good chance of winning the set.
Absolutely. This is the 1-1 game in a best of 5 always really swings the thought so much. And we saw games that were basically comfortably in Pelca's favor and then comfortably in Unleash's favor, even though it went last stock. That was convincing from him there.
No character swaps.
Yeah, no character swaps. I wouldn't expect Pelca to switch in singles. He does have the Palu, the Aegis. He's got some other characters he can play, but like
his Snake is by far the best.
It's rare to see him switch in singles. He switches in doubles a little more often. We did see the Aegis at the end of the bracket today. We've seen the Palu in doubles fairly often. But yeah, I would fully expect to see him solo Snake the whole way from Pelca.
Same thing for Unleash, too. I mean, obviously, you're mentioning how Unleash has played Banjo in this matchup, specifically against Pelca, and it has worked to varying degrees, but I think the Sora right now has just been doing so well today. It's been doing so well recently that you might as well just go with it.
Yeah, I think we would, maybe there's a chance we see it if he like goes down 2-0, but now that he's gotten that 1 win, I think no matter what, we'd probably see the Sora the whole way through. I mean,
it looked like it was good, too, like a good win. It wasn't, like, scrappy at all. Let's carry. Ooh.
He's really going for the kills out of there, not taking just the free damage out of that. He's really looking for the kills. And he gets the kill with the up. He had a shield a little late on the roll read from Pelca. And another stock lead for Unleashed.
Oh, just misses that Blizzaga hit. I always call it freeze all the time.
It's free. It freezes him. It's a freeze.
Yeah. Nair Loops doesn't really get anything off of it.
To the credit of Sora mains, they don't make fun of me for not knowing what Kablooey is the way Hero mains do.
I just think of the one time at SmashCon where everyone was just shouting out the names when Meister was playing against Onin, and that's just what I think of all the spells.
Yeah. All right, so Pelca did even it up on stocks, but this is still in Unleashed's favor for now, doing pretty well, keeping Pelca, both keeping Pelca out and also getting in and getting these hits without getting himself blown up by grenades.
Despite this being like, an obviously like 32% on Unleashed, 83 and counting on Pelca, it still feels like it's even. I don't know what it feels. I don't know. It just feels like
it's a close. Anytime there's no one with a stock lead, the game feels close. Like
especially against Snake. Yeah.
Snake can just do so much damage in a short period of time, and so can Sora. So it's hard to feel like anyone's comfortably ahead until they take the stock.
Especially in this like neutral situation where Pelca has just been using all those grenades, using the Nikitas, using the C4 in just like one spot outside of a lot of Unleash's attack range.
I love the grenade play there from Unleash. Really able to get some extra damage and force Pelca into disadvantage. And now he's still there. Did he get the down smash? Not quite.
So was that down smash to extend the active hitbox on the
I believe
Cypher?
So, yeah.
Okay. And then maybe try to get a 2-frame off of it?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Because I saw it before and I'm just like, man, that's an interesting tech. Oh, no good punish off of the freeze for Unleashed. And now we're going to see the Thundaga not able to get the KO. That would probably kill at 159%. Unleashed just trying to look for something, but now just going back to neutral.
Yeah, and Pelca's really brought this back. At this point, the percent kind of immaterial. He's at kill percent for an up tilt. Even if Pelca dies and loses the rage, he'll be close to a kill percent for an up tilt. So that big lead Unleashed had kind of gone away at this point. Even though Pelca will die to more things, this is certainly very close.
Oh, got it that time!
Sure.
That down smash just countering out the Snake up B and then just hitting. And there was a red spark, so that is untechable, sealing out that second stock against Pelca.
Getting some damage with these spells here as well. This is a lot of damage to take, even if Pelca does get the stock at this point. Very well played. And another combo out of the Blizzard.
Oh, I really like that air dodge and going to the side B, racking up more damage. And we're going to see a roll read! Whoa, not a roll read, that's an air dodge read into an up smash.
Great read there from Unleashed, and he gets the 2-stock. And so a game that felt very tight, very hotly contested the whole way. Unleashed just pulls away, dominates that last stock, and he goes up 2-1.
That last stock was so fast. It probably happened in all of 30 seconds. Where
that was faster than anything else in this set.
Oh, absolutely. And then Unleashed just constantly just keeps Pelca in disadvantage, getting these hits, even though Pelca probably had a grenade in hand. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Unleashed just played it so well, racking up so much damage, constantly getting that one air dodge read into an up smash at the right percentage. And now we're going to be seeing Game 4. Pelca on tournament life now.
Yeah, this is crazy. And I know that last match harder, Pelca did go on a great run of like losers sets with Game 5 endings where he kept winning. But it's a lot to ask to do that again, and he was got to play Unleashed a little earlier than expected in losers. So this is a lot to ask at this point for Pelca to make this comeback, but certainly has the opportunity, and he almost takes the first stock right there. Can the Nikita get this? Yeah, there it is.
Unleashed looked like he was trying to go for that Nair, one of the hits of the Nair to try to deactivate the Nikita.
Right.
To just try to bypass that, get back on stage, but still a very tough position for Unleashed there, losing that first stock.
And Unleashed looking unfazed, you know, still getting some damage at the ledge here, but this is where Snake is so dangerous. When he kills you and he's not at kill percent yet, it feels like it can get out of hand so quickly.
And what we thought was a really close game in game number 3 in the second stock. Now Pelca has a lot of that advantage. 90% on the first stock still. On Unleashed,
he wanted the kill with the sticky there.
Yeah. Ooh, good F tilts. Down throw, up air, not going to get the KO. And we're going to see an up tilt there now. Pelca immediately taking command. 3 stocks. What do you think has been the big difference going to game 4? It's been quick too.
It's hard to say. Yeah, Unleashed finally getting that first stock off there, but Pelca his grenade play has been so strong this game. We've seen him put grenades in just the best spots, and right on cue gets a double grenade combo there. And he's just, it's bailed him out on defense as well. We saw Unleashed not able to get a down throw for a kill confirm because your grenade set it off. And we've seen offensively Pelca putting grenades around and then going in himself and getting all this damage. And it just, every part of the zoning is working with it when he's able to go in and also get the damage up close.
Unleashed just trying to do something, get back in this game, but Pelca only at 49% second stock. Unleashed already well in kill percentage from an up tilt or a forward tilt at the ledge. You got to be careful of taking any more damage if you're Unleashed, because then this down throw into an option into a dash attack. Still not going to get the KO.
Yeah, and he's getting closer and closer to that 160 mark. One more hit and he'll die to a grab guaranteed, and now any grab is death. So Pelca, one grab away from taking this game 4. Sending us to a game 5, but Unleashed going for that up smash. At this point, he's got to go for those big reads, and that'll do it.
Yep. That's going to send it away for a game number 5 against these great players. The second seed in Pelca, the third seed in Unleashed. Let's see how it's going to go down in a game number 5. Whoever loses this is out of the tournament at 7. Which is insane.
Definitely, it's crazy to see these two here. Again, I don't think anyone's that surprised at Nuggets winning a close set over Pelca. But, Unleashed also going down in a tight set against Geno King, who we saw before.
I think that's the biggest upset of the tournament.
Probably the biggest upset of the tournament, yeah. A matchup Unleashed was certainly set to win. A matchup he's played quite a bit, I would assume, with him and Luxa coming to the same weekly fairly often.
And I think it's been a lot of not Luxa favorite, it's been a lot of Unleashed favorite. Obviously, Luxa has been doing a really good job in a lot of the sets, but Unleashed has just been able to seal out a lot of those wins, and just Geno King being able to do that is amazing for him. Yeah,
that was an incredible upset, and it's led to the situation where we have a game 5 between these two for 7th place. And it's a good start for Unleashed, but again, hard to say who's really in the lead until someone takes the first stock.
And I believe the person that took the first stock in all the games has won every set. We're going to see an up B coming through from the low position, doesn't get the KO this time around, low percent, doesn't matter. Now Unleashed has that stage advantage.
You can't mess with Snake when he's got all that set up. It's too much. If he's going to land in the corner at that point, let him land in the corner. Try to ledge trap him. There's no reason to go for the, go through the minefields and...
Oh, good up B out of shield,
up B will kill him with the grenade.
That was crazy. Because that was a punish off an up tilt too, which is not that hard. That's not easy to punish.
Tough move to punish consistently. If you don't have a great outer shield option, it is almost safe.
It's a good thing that Sora's ability to just up B quick and has long reach just being able to get that KO too.
Yeah, it works a lot like Link's up B on the ground, except that it doesn't stay grounded. But as far as like using it out of shield, it's a very similar premise. Same frame as well, frame 7. As that will be the first stock for Pelca. This game's staying very close.
Unleashed was just trying to look for a back air there. Obviously, I think if he was able to hit it, that entire situation, that losing that stock wouldn't have happened, but just barely whiffs. Now Pelca having that ability to even this set up 2 stocks apiece.
Oh, finishes the jab. Was not expecting that, and apparently neither was Unleashed. He gets hit, and Pelca gets out of what would have been a very bad situation.
Now, 2 stocks apiece for both players. This is a very similar situation that we saw in Game 3. It's been so even the entire time, but maybe one mis-interaction could swing the entire game in someone's favor.
Yeah, and the interesting thing when we see these two play is what we've seen so far, we've seen some very close games this set. We've also seen like one game pretty solidly in either player's favor. And you know, Game 5, we're not seeing that. We're not seeing anyone run away with it. We're really seeing the patient, slow game plan that both these players are very good at. And both characters are honestly built for to some degree. So definitely strength against strength here. And it's Pelca with a slight lead, but this is definitely... Oh, that's a huge play right there.
Just as you say, there was
Big
a slight
mistake from
lead.
Getting hit by the grenade.
Yeah, I think it was a grenade into an up A hair, and it still got the KO. Unleashed trying to look for something, but now Pelca, you already know, he's going to rack up as much damage as possible, try to run away, get these grenade hits in for the extra damage, and then try to seal out a Game 5 to move on in this tournament.
Yeah, and at this point, you know, even if you kill him, this is a pretty solid percent lead. But Pelca not even really at kill percent outside of a handful of specific options. This is going to be a long road back. That dare to shield getting even more damage.
80% on Unleashed. That's not going to be great, but that up smash catching Pelca trying to recover to the right platform on PS2 is going to get cut out, but Unleashed has a giant hill to climb with this 84%. Sora is not heavy by a lot of margins, and now that is up tilt kill percentage.
Yeah, so and there it is. The turnaround up tilt from Pelca will take it, catching the jump away from Unleashed, and that's really, you know, one of the big weaknesses of Sora. That floatiness helps him a lot on the offensive side, but on defense,